I do. Oh, shit.
Oh, you're good. You can say it.
I'll say it later.
All right, no worries. What's going on, everybody? This is LC Muscles 28 back here with a brand new Painting Game Pick'em Season 6 episode. I'm right here. 17. So yeah, folks, we're in the last week of the regular season. But before we get started, guys, I know there was a big passing last Saturday night. There was a big passing in the sports world. There was a wrestler, even though I know some people say, "Oh, wrestling's a sports," but hey, he is a big athlete. He's respected on all fronts, and all athletes have tributed him. There's a tribute show going on right now. With that being said, guys, I would like to do a moment of silence for this man. He was an excellent father figure, a great wrestler, a great person in general. So let's go ahead and just do a quick moment of silence. I'll set up the screen for the – I'll shut the screen for the application. So give me a second here. All right, guys. So there you go. And rest in peace. Let's go ahead and do a moment of silence for, I'll say, for 20 seconds or so. So go ahead. Let's do a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, so now that we make sure we honored Brody Lee, man, rest in peace, man. He's only 41 years old, man. That's a shame, man. So young.
Way too young.
Way too young. It's just like the same with Eddie Guerrero when he died, man.
Yeah. It seems like 41 is the new 27 club, you know.
Sure.
If you know what I mean. Yeah, for those people that don't know the 27 club, that's it refers to musicians who passed away at the age of 27. Mm-hmm. You know, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison,
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. They all died at 27. And then 41, you know, Chester Bennington was 41. He was 41. And Kobe Bryant passed away at the beginning of the year. He was 41.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
He was 41. Shit.
I'll just be honest. I can't wait until the new year.
Me too.
Can't wait until 2021. There's no way that
got one more day left of this shitty year, man.
There's no way that this next year can be worse than this one.
I agree.
It can only get better.
Exactly.
It can only get better.
I agree. This wasn't my worst year. That would have to be 2017, but this was probably second closest.
Yeah, this one is definitely the worst for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I thought 2013 was bad for me. I'd gladly relive 2013 compared to this.
2013, my grandmother passed away. My dog passed away. I was in a really bad situation financially, which I came back from. It was really rough in 2017. But 2020 should be better. I'm hoping 2021 will be better.
It will.
With that being said, guys, thank you all for tuning in right now for the start of the show. I know it's a little bit of a somber opening compared to last week, but we needed to do this. I wanted to do this. But let's go ahead and get into some football picks. Instead of going right into Week 17, I actually wanted to cover a little bit of something interesting. Last week, I wanted to cover all the bowl games, but realizing how many bowl games there are, it would take way too damn long.
Ooh, damn long.
Way too damn long. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cover the big 6 bowl games. There are 6 big bowl games out there. There are the Fiesta Bowl. The Cotton Bowl is going on right now, so we will not cover it. The Sugar Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, the Peach Bowl, and the Orange Bowl. We'll cover all those games, and then we'll go into the national championship for each of our predictions.
Did you see Wisconsin today won the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl?
Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl.
That's the name of the bowl, I swear to God.
That's funny. Yeah, Duke's Mayo Bowl. Oh, my God. It's a real score. It's 42-28. They beat Wake Forest. That's funny as hell. Mayo. Good Lord. And they shower the coach in mayonnaise. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
huh?
No.
I know. I'm just thinking
No.
because in the Idaho Potato Bowl, they shower the coach with French fries.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and they got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty because of it at the end.
Oh,
of
give
the
me a
game.
break.
I know, because the French fries were a distraction. Oh, give me a fucking break, dude. Fucking French fries, for God's sakes.
All right.
Let's start off with the Fiesta Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl is number 25 Oregon and number 10 Iowa State. Iowa State is a 4.5-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
Iowa State. Ooh. They're number 10?
Yeah, Iowa State is number 10. Oregon is the Pac-12 champion right now. And I think the Iowa State was the runner-up for the Big Ten championship. They lost to Oklahoma.
I'm not going to do scores. I'm just going to pick the teams. I'm going to go with I'll go with Oregon.
I'm the same way. I'm going to go Oregon. I'm going to say Oregon wins in a shootout because Iowa State's defense isn't that best. Give me Oregon, the Oregon Ducks to win it. Final score, Oregon, I'll say 34, Iowa State 28. Give me Oregon. Oh, yeah, Big Ten.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you guys and go with Oregon as well. I just think that their offense is just better than Iowa State's defense. So, yeah, I do think Iowa State can win this game, but I just think their defense is going to cost them. So I'm going to go Oregon on this one.
Very nice. I like that pick too. Now we actually got a really good game. Kicking off New Year's Day, the Peach Bowl. Georgia and Cincinnati. This game is in Georgia. It's in the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Georgia is number 9, ranked number 9. Cincinnati, the undefeated Cincinnati Bearcats, are number 8. Georgia is a 6.5-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
Undefeated.
Yeah, Cincinnati's undefeated right now.
Yeah.
I'll go with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm going to go with the only good team in the city of Cincinnati to get the dub. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Bearcats are better than both the Bengals and Reds combined. So I'm going to go with the Bearcats to pretty much complete a perfect season. So give me the Bearcats.
There you go.
You know what's interesting, though, about this game? The Cincinnati Bearcats were the AAC conference champions, and UCF was the conference champion. They won the Peach Bowl as well. I think that trend's going to continue. Give me the Cincinnati Bearcats. Okay. I just hope to God Cincinnati does not claim a national championship there like UCF did. Let's be honest here. UCF was not the national champion. Even though I've been to UCF, I've been their stadium, they're not the 2017 national champion. Even though I'd love to think that, I don't know if they would have beaten Alabama that year, to be honest with you, or Clemson. So give me Cincinnati Bearcats. I think they're going to win in a shootout, 42-34. Give me the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Okay.
Then we have the Citrus Bowl. Actually, no, that's not one of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is one of the bowls. The Citrus Bowl. Auburn and Northwestern. Auburn is not ranked. Northwestern is number 14. Northwestern is a 3-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
I actually like Auburn in this one. If my instincts, I started to keenly follow college football just this year, but one thing that I always kind of counted on with my college football experience, I can never count against Auburn. So I'm going to go Auburn on this one in a very close experience. I can never.
Nope. Shit.
Very nice. How about you, Alex?
I'm going to go with Northwestern in this one. You know, they're ranked. I think Pat Fitzgerald is doing really good with Northwestern. I think he's like a prime head coaching candidate for the NFL. What better way to end his career at Northwestern than with a win in the Citrus Bowl? So give me Northwestern.
Very nice. I liked it too. Tiny Tim is on his way. He'll be here soon. Northwestern only lost they were one game away from being a possible college football playoff team, possibly. But Northwestern is a very good team. They lost to Ohio State in a close game. Auburn's middle of the pack. Like, they're good, but I don't know how to realistically think this game. This could go either way realistically, but usually in these kind of bowls, I have to usually go with the better team, and I think the better team here is Northwestern. I think Northwestern gets a very close win. I'm going to say it's a low-scoring game. Northwestern wins 23-20. Give me Northwestern. Now we have the two big bowls. The first one is the college football semifinal on ESPN, 4 p.m. Eastern on New Year's Day. And that is Notre Dame versus Alabama. This game is actually in Texas, actually, because it was supposed to be in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, but they moved it to Frisco, Texas.
They moved the Rose Bowl to Texas?
Yeah, they had to because California, they can't have sporting events there.
Wow.
Thanks, Gavin Newsom. Asswipe. Alabama is a 20-point favorite. Who you guys got and why?
I'll go last for this one since this is my team.
That's right. Yeah, Notre Dame is your team.
Oh my!
I'll let you go first on this one.
Goodness.
Alabama, honestly, they're a good team, but I just don't see them as a team that was good compared to their past teams. I really don't think so. Like they're that good. Like their offense is extremely good, but their defense, especially against Florida in the SEC championship game, looked really, really suspect. They have a good amount of players. I get that. But the thing is, I actually think this game could go either way. And I don't know why Alabama's getting 20. Like, just because Notre Dame's only loss was to a Clemson team and Trevor Lawrence. That was their only loss all year. And when they did play Clemson without Trevor Lawrence, they won. But everyone's right off Notre Dame. I'm actually picking Notre Dame in upset here. I actually got Notre Dame upsetting Alabama. I think Alabama, their defense is extremely weak. I think Notre Dame's offense can keep up with Alabama, and I think Notre Dame's defense can shut down some of Bama's top wide, especially Devontae Smith. Give me Notre Dame in a close win. I'm going to say it's a high-scoring game. Notre Dame 43, Alabama 42. Give me Notre Dame, an upset.
I'm actually on the other side of the spectrum. I'm going to go with Alabama. They're the number one team in the nation for a reason. Nick Saban, and those players are absolute studs in every single way. I got to go Bama.
So, in my short time of officially becoming a Notre Dame fan, but I have been watching the Irish for years. Prior to that, I have. But in my very short time of being a Notre Dame fan, I can say this about us. Our defense can do only so much. I loved how our defense played this year. I think we have a very good defense. But this kid, Ian Book, I am not sold on him. He is very inconsistent. He lit up Clemson the first time, which was great. He had a couple of other great games, but other than that, I can't trust the kid. I don't see him transitioning well into the NFL. I don't even think he'll even be in the draft, to be honest with you. But, yeah, Ian Book, I'm sorry. I'm just not sold on this kid. And then on top of that, all the years I've been watching Notre Dame, we always shrivel on the big stage. And the number one game that did it for me in that regard, 2014 against the same Alabama team. We got killed by him 42-14 in front of the whole country.
Yeah, and that was the national championship, I think.
National championship, yep. That was horrible. I wasn't officially a fan back then, but I can tell you right there, that was the worst Notre Dame game I've ever seen. With all that being said, Alabama, like Pizzle said, they're number one in the country for a reason. They have always been a powerhouse under Nick Saban. Notre Dame fan, I love the Irish. I'll always rep them. I will definitely be cheering for us this game. But I think Bama beats us. I just think that we're too inconsistent coming into this game, especially seeing how we got destroyed by Clemson with Trevor Lawrence. I got to go with Bama on this one, and I'll even give a score prediction for it. Bama wins this one 38-28.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were a betting man, I'd definitely take Notre Dame with the point spread.
I hope to God we win, but I'm sorry, I just can't pick us for this game.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
Now we got the second game. All right, here we go. We got Tiny Tim in the house. What's up, Tiny Tim?
How
It's an
do?
interesting hat.
Whoa, look at them hats.
Yeah. I'm all dressed up.
You get that for Christmas?
No, I actually bought that about a couple of weeks ago.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Okay.
That is an awesome hat, though. All right, good.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Looks like I may have to change the speaker a little bit because I can hear out of this one, but somehow I'm not getting any sound. But obviously, you guys can hear me. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I think I got it. Hold
Yes.
on.
All right.
All right. Don't worry. I'll let Tiny Tim back into. I'll let Tiny Tim. I'll keep you updated on what we're gonna. Tiny Tim. What we did was we talked about Brody Lee passing. We did a mini song for him, and we're going over the Big Six college football game.
Oh, cool.
I'll be back in a second.
So, Tiny Tim, do you have any predictions for some of the games, or
What's that, bro?
do you have any predictions, bro? I'll give you a couple of games. Do you have any predictions for college football, or?
Not really. Most likely it'll probably be Alabama and Clemson again.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Clemson, we'll actually talk about that game next. It's Ohio State Clemson. This game is the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. Clemson is a 7.5-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
I'm going Clemson easily in this game. Ohio, with me living in Ohio, me living on the border of Pennsylvania, I live around a lot of Ohio State fans. I do. I live around a lot of Ohio State fans. And they're always pumping up Ohio State, talking all that stuff about them. Oh, we don't need Urban Meyer. This is the best Ohio State team that's ever stepped foot on the field.
Okay.
And all that stuff. Yeah, okay. Ohio State, you don't stand a chance in this game. I'm telling you that right now. Clemson is miles ahead of you guys, and yeah, you don't stand a chance for this game. I got Trevor Lawrence just lighting up Ohio State's defense in this game. Clemson wins this game by at least 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ohio State, how about that Dwayne Haskins guy, huh?
Yeah. Right up there with Michigan, okay? Ohio State. They're right up there with Michigan, the most overrated, overblown team in the entire nation.
Oh, they definitely
Right
are.
up there with Michigan.
Well, Ohio State actually can't produce a college or NFL quarterback. Michigan can.
That's true. But Michigan's defense always gets shredded every year.
Yeah,
they're number one in they're number one in defense every year.
Yeah, I got Clemson in this one. Easily. Yeah. I think Trevor Lawrence submits his legacy. I think he's going to be the number 1 overall pick. Congratulations, Jaguars. I hope you guys are watching this game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Clemson.
Same here. Clemson's going to dominate Ohio State. This isn't going to be close. Clemson 49, Ohio State 28. This game's a blowout. Justin Fields does everything he can, but let's be honest here. Trevor Lawrence is going to be the number 1 pick in the NFL. He's going to Jacksonville Jaguars, who actually have never had the number 1 pick. Jaguars never had
the closest they came was number 3 when they got Blake Bortles.
That's right. And even in the expansion draft, they weren't even in the number 1 pick.
I think they were number 5.
I think they were 4 or 5, which is insane. But yeah, Clemson's going to win this game. Let's be honest here. Tim?
I'll probably just going to go with Clemson. They've been pretty bad. That's been a pretty bad team for the last few years, so I don't see anything different. Don't really have a score though.
It's
No
okay.
problem. You don't have to give a score for the college games. Don't worry.
Cool.
No.
Up next,
I
we got.
But I will say that I was very proud of my Longhorns taking care of Colorado in the Alamo Bowl yesterday.
Yep.
That's what they did. But God damn it, Psycho Mike, you sent me another 26.
Did it again, did he?
Yeah, he
There
did.
it is again.
Every week. Just don't know when, don't know where.
He always gets me every week. Now we got the last big college football game before the national championship.
GoDaddy.com bowl.
Oh God, hell no! I don't think that exists. No, that's not even this year. It's not even going to be on this year. There's no more GoDaddy.com bowl. There is none. The last bowl before the national championship is going to be the what the fuck? The Orange Bowl, Texas A&M versus North Carolina. This game is in Miami, the Orange Bowl.
Oh, forgot about the Orange Bowl.
Texas A&M is an 8-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
I'm gonna go Texas A&M. North Carolina, I think they're another very inconsistent team, and Texas A&M, they usually show up in those games. So I'm gonna go Texas A&M. Texas A&M on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Texas A&M myself. And besides, it's kind of weird that this town that I live in, Longview, Texas, seems like if everybody's wearing some college stuff, it's always A&M, and I'm a Longhorn fan. So this is basically an Aggie town where I'm living right now.
Mm.
So yeah, but I'll go with the Aggies. My father, God rest his soul, he was a big supporter of A&M. He actually lived in College Station for a few years. So for my dad, love you, Dad, miss you. Well, Gig 'em Aggies.
Yep.
I'm going to go Texas A&M as well. Texas A&M is just a stronger team, much more balanced. And this is the best season Jimbo Fisher has had as Texas A&M coach so far. They were one game away from making an SEC championship possible college football playoff appearance, but unfortunately lost to Alabama bad. But they're going to get this big win here. Give me Texas A&M. I'm going to say 52-27. Give me Texas A&M.
All right.
And then finally, the national championship. I have Clemson, Notre Dame. You guys have Alabama, Clemson. If Alabama and Clemson were to face, I actually pull up the score. If Clemson and Alabama were to face off, Clemson would be favored. I mean, actually, no, Alabama would be favored by 3.5. If it was Clemson, Notre Dame, Clemson would be favored by 6.5 points. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, if it is indeed Clemson, Alabama, like I said, Tiger Raven, I know you're watching this, and I'm sorry, buddy, but I got to go Bama to win it all. It is just it's so hard to, it's so hard. Wait, LSU won it last year, right? Not,
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep mixing it up. Yeah, sorry, Tiger Raven, I got to go Bama. Clemson, they're a terrific team. They're a terrific program, but Nick Saban and Alabama, they're number one in the country for a reason. So I do go out Clemson making it a very good game, but I got Bama taking it, and I'll even give a score prediction for this one. I got this being a very high scoring game, and I'm going to say Bama takes it 49-45.
Oh, shootout.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I agree. I'm going to go with Bama. They're the number one team in the country for a reason. But I still think Trevor Lawrence will play very well. I don't think he'll turn the ball over at all. I think he'll still cement his case for being the number one overall pick. But either way, Bama's more talented offense, defense, special teams. I'm going to go Bama to win the national championship for the year of 2020 asterisk.
Yeah.
I only got one thing to say. Roll Tide.
I like it. Short and simple to the point. I like it. For me, I'm actually going to pick Clemson Notre Dame. Why? I think I said earlier, I think Notre Dame could match Alabama's defense. But the thing is with this game, Clemson, I think, was just way too strong for Notre Dame the second time. And I think this game will be closer the third time. But still, though, I got to give it to Trevor Lawrence going out before going to the NFL as a national champion. Give me Clemson. Final score 42-24. Give me Clemson. In my opinion, if it was Clemson and Alabama, I still have Clemson winning. But
Really?
by 3. Clemson 45, Alabama 42.
Wow.
Interesting.
Initial pick, I guess. But oh well, I digress.
Because I want to see Trevor Lawrence go out before the NFL as a 2-time national champion before he goes to the pros.
Yeah.
And
Just to think, he would have been a Jet.
oh god, he was almost a Jet. I can't.
Congratulations, Jets. You can't even tank right.
Right. Oh, those Jets. I mean, what? I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
So, who was your guys' pick for the Heisman?
Trevor Lawrence.
Because the finalists are Kyle Trask, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones.
No, Devontae Smith's in there too.
Devontae Smith is the number 5 as well. Devontae Smith is actually the favorite. Devontae Smith, Mac Jones, and Trevor Lawrence, and then Kyle Trask. And then the 5th is Justin Fields.
I'm gonna say Mac Jones. Why? I don't know. I just like his name. I haven't watched a lot of college football this year, so I'm gonna go with Mac Jones.
I really have no idea. So I have a no vote.
So, man?
I said Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, you did. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That kid, that kid is phenomenal.
He 100% is. I agree.
Yeah.
But I'm sick and tired of seeing a quarterback win every year. Give it to a wide receiver. I'm actually picking Devontae Smith.
Wow.
He is the odds-on favorite. He's been the best receiver in college in a long time. Production.
He's really the favorite?
He's actually the favorite ahead of Mac Jones.
Wow.
Mac Jones is a slight under favorite compared to Devontae Smith. So I'm actually going to pick Devontae Smith as my Heisman pick.
Interesting.
Give it a wide receiver. The last time a wide receiver won the Heisman, Charles Woodson.
He was actually a defensive back.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Charles Woodson. I'm sorry.
Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. That's what I meant to say. Desmond Howard is the last wide receiver to win it. So
I think that was Desmond Howard from Notre Dame.
Michigan.
Right.
It's actually Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. I'm sorry.
All right.
Back when they were actually good, somewhat.
Right.
Now,
Keyword, somewhat.
yeah, exactly. Now they are. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some NFL football, baby.
My favorite week of the year, week 17. Winners get in, losers go home.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Not only that, there's no Thursday night games. There's no bye weeks.
It's all Sunday, baby.
That's right. But it is the hardest week of them all.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's why we got to go hard this week. I will break this rule
Get my
for
coin.
week 17 only. You can do multiple coin flips because we might have multiple coin flip games of the week.
You're going to need
It
them.
will still be guaranteed to lose, or will still be the center of the week. So with that being said, let's get started, shall we?
Sure.
So we're gonna go. How I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna go ahead and do the games that do not have playoff implications first, and then do the games that do have playoff implications last.
Okay.
So
All
the
right.
games that do not have playoff implications. The first one being the 1:00 schedule. Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit. Minnesota is a 6.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be John Hussey. Who you guys got and why?
Well, the Lions looks like they are probably going to repeat 2008 and 2009 next year because Saturday could have been Matthew Stafford's last game as a Lion. You
It
know,
will be.
Right.
and he even got injured in that game as well. I don't know the extent of it, but there goes about 60% of Detroit's offense right there in Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
They still do have some playmakers there, but you know, the Vikings, after they got destroyed by the Saints on Christmas, Alvin Kamara had probably the best rushing game I've ever seen.
Oh.
6 touchdowns.
Yeah. First time
Six.
since 1929.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns for Alvin Kamara. And if that,
Reason why I lost
I'm
my
being
football.
serious. If that does not solidify him as the best running back in the game, I don't know what does.
It's between him and Derrick Henry for me. Personally.
It's definitely 1A, 1B. But if you tell me right now, I'd say Alvin Kamara, but Henry isn't too far behind.
Mhm.
But
I agree.
yeah, this is a meaningless game, so I'm just going to go with who I think's the better team. I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings to win this one to end the year off on a high note. I just think the Lions are just terrible. Give me Minnesota to complete the sweep by a final of 35-24.
Yeah, I think the Vikings have. Well, they've been shaky all year, but I think they have some players that could improve going into next year. I kind of see Detroit as a team that's kind of in a rebuilding phase, I guess. And yeah, I can see Matt Stafford leaving Detroit. I got the Vikings winning this one by a double up score, 28-14.
All right. Well, this game features 2 teams that are not going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be sitting their asses home. But the Lions are an absolute mess. They were lifeless against the Bucks and will be without Matthew Stafford once again. And this will most likely be the last time we see Matt Stafford on the sidelines in Detroit. The Vikings were blown out by the Saints last week, but I think they will bounce back here, and I think the Vikings will take it 31-21. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with the group here. Give me the Vikings. Even though I think this game's going to be low scoring and it's going to be boring because Dalvin Cook's dad unfortunately passed away, so Dalvin Cook will not be here will not be playing the game. Hopefully everything's okay with him. Hopefully he comes back next season stronger. This game has absolutely no meaning and no implications, so I'm not even going to watch it or care about it. So, yeah, give me the Vikings to win this game, though. I think it'll be low scoring. Pretty much a passing offense. Yeah, it'll be pretty much be Thielen dominating the Lions. And I need Adam Thielen to actually do something because I'm in the Fantasy Football Championship because I'm in Tiny Tim's league, Yahoo League, and Tiny Tim last week in the summer. So I'm going against the player. The only loss that this guy I'm facing has was against me. So I got to beat him again in the championship. And I need Adam Thielen to have a big game. I'm going to be paying attention to that. Otherwise, though, Vikings win this game. Thielen with 2 touchdowns. 34-20. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, that's really tough that's really bad for Dalvin Cook.
Rest in peace to his dad.
I would have said if he played this game, God bless him. I was going to say if he played this game, I hope he has like a Brett Favre game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. When Brett Favre's dad passed away, he went out there and had one of the best games of his career.
I'm going to say he saves that for week 1 of 2021.
Yeah, do it for your dad, man.
Exactly. That'll be his game. Will be week 1 of 2021. So, with that being said, let's go in the next game with absolutely no implication whatsoever. An absolute trash game. New York Jets and New England Patriots. And the Patriots are favored by 3. Referee's going to be Brad Rogers. Who do you guys got and why?
Oh, baby.
My, the Jets beat the Browns.
I still can't believe it.
They beat the Browns.
Hey, I love it, man. And don't worry. I'll be
I don't-
talking
you know-
Win.
I don't even want to hear the excuse that the Browns had most of their receivers out because of COVID. They have possibly the best running game in the entire league, and they still made Baker Mayfield throw the ball over 50 times against the Jets. Yeah, and Baker fumbled twice against these guys,
Twice.
and they still couldn't beat them. Face it, you lost. Plain and simple. You lost to the freaking Jets. But I know that they're still going to say, "Whoa, the Ryan Finley and all that." Yeah, we lost to Ryan Finley. The Bengals weren't trying to lose, though. You lost to a team that is deliberately trying to lose.
Yep.
Plain and simple. You lost to the damn Jets. And then you got the Patriots. They got destroyed by the Buffalo Bills at home, which is what I expected. The Bills, it looks like they're going to start owning the Pats like how the Pats own them and all that stuff. Josh Allen, just an amazing quarterback. I'll get to him later.
Love it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it in a little bit.
It looks like the Patriots, they've just mailed in their season. So, meaningless game. I think you guys are going to like this pick. I'm going to go with the Jets on this one.
You're
That's
picking
right.
the Jets.
I'm going to go with the New York Jets to win their third straight game. And yeah, with that pick right there, I have now picked every team this season to win at least one game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets, Jets to beat the Patriots 27-26. Give me the Jets to beat New England.
Make that two. The streak continues. The Patriots lost 2 in a row. The Jets have won 2 in a row. Jets win 23-21.
Oh my God, Tiny
Hey
Tim.
guys, if you think that's not bad enough, make it 3. Yeah, those Jets are going to put the final nail in the dynasty of the Patriots. I got the Jets winning 20-17. Jets, Jets.
I'm not going to say that. I'm
Um,
not saying that.
do I be the one guy to pick the Patriots, or do I go with the group once again and pick the Jets? Fuck it.
Yes! The Jets get a clean sweep.
Jets get the win over the Patriots. I don't give a shit anymore.
It's week 17.
Jets beat the Patriots. Final score 9-6.
And mess up their draft stock. Mess up their draft stock even more. Let's go.
Oh my God, dude.
It would just be so fitting if the Jets won Sunday because they started the Patriots dynasty and they get to be the ones to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be so fitting if they beat them.
I heard a rumor that Gase is going to get fired.
Yes,
Oh,
he is.
God.
And
They're finally firing.
there's rumors that he might join the Patriots as a quarterback coach.
Oh, to the Patriots. Oh, my God.
I'm not joking. I heard that.
My goodness.
That'd be the funniest fucking thing ever.
It would.
There's your comment of the day, folks.
Adam Gase to the Patriots.
Oh my God, that'd be the funniest
That
thing
would kill them even more.
It would.
I have a question for you guys. Before we get into our next pick, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Does Bill Belichick retire after this year?
I think he stays one more year.
I think so, to be
We'll
honest.
go one more.
I say 2 more.
I say one more year, and I think Josh McDaniels is set to take over. as
Actually,
the coach.
hold on 1 second. Let me just check something real quick.
No problem.
Keep going. Keep
But
going.
yeah, I think that Belichick will stay for one more year. I think he's going to want to develop Jarrett Stidham because Newton is not going to stay on that team. Let's be honest here. Newton's gone after this year.
347.
Newton's gone. I think they're going to try and get Stidham. But yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
at least a couple more years.
I say at least one more. I say 1 year he retires. Oh, Alex, look at that comment.
Ooh.
Oh, Alex getting tension on the stream. Ooh.
Hello.
Now we
Hi,
got
Morgan.
now we got another
Here.
game set for this game. It is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 3.5. Clete Blakeman is the referee. The Kansas City Chiefs have the number 1 overall seed. I heard they will be resting Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce,
No.
Tyreek Hill, and I think Tyrann Mathieu they're going to be resting, or some of the key guys are going to be resting this week.
Who's the backup?
The backup for the
Chad
Chiefs.
Henne.
I think it's Chad Henne.
Oh,
Chad
jeez.
Henne.
Yeah, Chad Henne.
Song.
Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, Chad Henne. Yeah, he's still alive.
Give me the Chargers.
Wait, Alex, remember the song? Chad Henne's a joke. A motherfucking joke. Chad
Yes, I do, and that's why I'm picking the Chargers. Yeah. The Chiefs are locked in the top seed, so they're probably going to rest their starters, like we said. Chargers have come to life in the past 3 games and would love to end the season on a winning streak, and I think they do. I got the Chargers 34-23.
I agree with you, Alex. I'm picking the Chargers as well. The thing is, I think Justin Herbert and Chase Young are both going to lock the Rookie of the Year for offense and defense. Justin Herbert this year looks like a franchise quarterback. Here's my thing, though. As long as the Chargers fix their offensive line and their defense, I think that the Chargers could be a legitimate playoff contender next year. But we'll have to see. Give me the Chargers to win this game. I'm going to say final score 31-17. Give me the Chargers. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink. So give me a second.
Okay.
All right, well, while he does what he needs to do, I'll say this one. I'm actually still going to roll with the Chiefs, even though it's not going to be one of those typical Chiefs victories where they win by so many points. I'm just going to say 21-17. I don't think it'll be Chad Henne. That does it. I won't be Henne that does. It'll probably be someone else, but it's okay. The Chiefs can afford to lose this game.
When's the last time he started?
I have no
Chad
idea.
Henne. What's that, Miami? What's it, Miami?
No, he was in Jacksonville after us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Tiger Raven. He was the same quarterback that lost to App State in 2007.
Appalachians.
I know.
The biggest.
How the hell did he lose to Appalachian State?
I remember watching that game. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I remember that too. That was nuts. They beat him at their stadium too.
Yeah.
And what makes it worse is my family is from Michigan. They're all Michigan fans, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like I said, I live by a lot of Ohio State fans, so you could only imagine how those guys were.
Oh, they must have been
Y'all might find this hard to believe, but I was actually born in Michigan.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah, my family moved to Texas when I was about 2, 3.
What part?
Kalamazoo.
Oh, okay, that's where
Nice.
I believe that's where Western Michigan is.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, the Broncos, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So in regards to this game, though, I was actually going back and forth about this game, to be honest, because the Chiefs are 14-1, and all that stuff. I could really. I would really start the starters in this game, because why not? I mean, the Chiefs already clinched the best
Right.
record in the NFL. They have a bye week next week, so why not just use that to rest? I mean,
Right.
everyone's going to be resting there. It doesn't really make sense to have 2 weeks to rest your starters. So I really don't understand that. I would just go and rest the starters for next week and just play your starters for this one. I mean, you got nothing else to lose, so there you go. They can afford this loss. And yeah, so, but then again, it's the damn Chargers. They always find ways to lose. So,
Chargers are going to Chargers.
yeah, I was going back and forth about this one. So that's why this is my first coin flip of this week.
First.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chiefs resting their starters I got at the earlier today made me make this a coin flip game. So George Washington will be the Chargers, and the National State Park bat will be the Chiefs. All right, so let's go. And I got George Washington, so give me the Chargers.
Nice. Very
Yep.
nice.
I think Justin Herbert will have a good game against the Chargers. Justin Herbert, he's won my respect. I think he's going to get Rookie of the Year. That kid has a bright future ahead of him. He just plays for an awful organization. So I'll reluctantly go LA on this one. I'm probably going to get this game wrong, but I really don't give a shit. But yeah, give me LA to win this one. I'll say let's say 30-23. I don't know.
No worries, you're good. Now we got the next. Everyone made the pick for the Chiefs Chargers, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Now we got the next game on our list, which is the last game without playoff implications. Las Vegas Raiders and Denver Broncos. This game is in Denver. Las Vegas is a 2.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Scott Novak. Who do you guys got and why?
Ooh. It's another game that means absolutely nothing. So it should be played loose and free, which means win at all costs for both these teams, I guess. Look for both offenses to play well. This one was very tough for me to pick, honestly, between these two because they're both just meh. But I'm gonna take his page from Steel Maiden's book. When you don't know who to pick, go with the home team. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I'm gonna say 31-28.
Well, that is exactly what I'll be doing here as well. Whenever I'm unsure who to pick, when in doubt, go home team. Raiders, they're eliminated from contention, and the Broncos are just playing for pride at this point. Usually these two teams split the home games anyway, so yeah, I'll go home team on this one. Give me the Broncos to avoid the sweep here. I'll say 31-25. Give me
Why would they pick a field? Why would they kick a field goal? I still don't get that. Why not go for the touchdown last week?
It's John Gruden.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I'm still scratching my head over that.
Why give a free release to one of the Dolphins' best targets? Typical John Gruden.
Well, I'm actually going to go the young way on this one. I'm actually going to take the Raiders 21-14.
Well, the Raiders technically are the favorite.
2.5.
They're 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to agree with Alex and Steel Main here. I got the Denver Broncos. I just think the Denver Broncos need a strong finish, especially because, from what I've heard, Vic Fangio, he is coming back for 2021, but he is on his last straw. Drew Lock is on his last straw as well as in 2021. Could be his last straw because they didn't look good this year. Drew Lock looked extremely inconsistent. I know everyone was injured, so that's why they're giving one more chance. But right now, John Gruden is not happy. They had a meeting. John Gruden was not happy with it.
I'm inspired to white banana, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. John Gruden.
Dan Gruden. Those are not my Gruden grinders. Now that we are all done, the games with no playoff implications, we're going to go to the games with the seeding order implications, which I actually have a spreadsheet on footballzebras.com is where I get my information. So this game, honestly, really doesn't have that much, but
footballzebras.com.
Yeah, it's for all the referee information for the games. Falcons and Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa. Tampa Bay is a 6.5-point favorite. Referee is going to be Alex Kemp. Here is the scenario. Buccaneers win, they clinch the 5 seed. They lose, and the Rams win. They lose and the Rams win. Buccaneers go to the 6th seed. So, what do you guys got in line?
Well, the Buccaneers are in the playoffs for the first time since I was in middle school.
2007.
Yeah, 2007. I was in sixth grade. But yeah, the Buccaneers. They're looking good. As far as I'm concerned, they got the number 5 seed locked up. But it's not a given though because they did lose to the Rams, and the Rams are just a game back of them. So LA wins and Tampa loses, then the Rams get the 5 seed. But with this game, Tom Brady continues to haunt the Falcons from Super Bowl 51. And I am going to go with more of the same. Give me the Buccaneers to clinch the number 5 seed. And I got them taking care of business over the hopeless Falcons. And just for old time's sake, I say Atlanta blows another lead in this game. Yeah, fitting way to end it. I got the Buccaneers winning 37-27 after Atlanta blows a 20-7 lead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bucks are playing to lock up the 5th seed if they want it. If that's what they want. Atlanta has played tough lately and almost beat the Bucks a couple of weeks ago, but let's be honest,
they choked.
Yeah, Tom Brady against Matt Ryan. You know what the end scenario is going to be. But Tampa Bay will be focused here, while the Falcons probably are thinking about the time off. Let's be honest. So are we. Atlanta is playing well. Is playing a second straight road game as well, which is very tough for the NFL to do. So I'm going to say the Bucks win big, 35-17.
Actually, I've got the Bucks winning 35-20.
Wow.
Brand new team, same old Tom.
Yep.
My thing is, I'm picking the Buccaneers to win. Let's not confuse ourselves. But I think Tom Brady gets benched at halftime. I think they're going to be up 28 or something like that. Then Blaine Gabbert's going to come in the second half.
Blaine Gabbert.
Hey man, Blaine Gabbert did a good job last week against the Lions. So
the Lions defense is ass.
Dude, the Falcons were even worse.
I know.
The Falcons defense is even worse. So yeah, give me the Falcons. Will just play or try to do everything. At least the Falcons, though. If I were them, I would try and lose this game so you can get the number 4 overall pick. Because right now, the scenario is this: the Jets and Jaguars have their picks locked. The number 3, 4, 5 pick can go any other way, and I'll actually explain that now. The number 3 pick, if Houston loses, Miami, the Dolphins will claim that number 3 pick.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Bill O'Brien.
That's right, Bill O'Brien, man.
Yeah.
That will clinch the Dolphins' number 3 pick. If the Texans win and the Falcons lose, the Falcons will clinch the number 3 pick. If the Bengals lose, the Falcons and the Texans all win, the Bengals go back to 3rd. So Falcons, if I were them, I would just want to get the number 4 pick and go get Micah Parsons from Penn State.
Who?
Linebacker prospect. You guys need help on the defense. Get Micah Parsons for Atlanta. So.
Oh yeah.
Now we get
Atlanta gets Parsons. You said Atlanta gets Parsons.
Atlanta could get Micah Parsons because the Dolphins. I don't know what you guys are going to do with your number 3 pick though.
We need a receiver.
Get Jamar Chase.
Give me Jamar Chase from LSU.
Hey Alex, I thought of a solution though. You got the Texans do lose and the Bengals lose. Trade back with Cincinnati so they can get more picks.
That's what I'm saying. We trade back with Cincy so they can get their offensive lineman because Lord knows they need it.
Oh God, they need offensive linemen. If they don't get Penei Sewell, Joe Burrow will get destroyed. Let's be honest.
And Dashy will be sad.
Oh yeah.
Sad Dashy. Nobody wants a sad Dashy.
No, I agree. No one wants a sad Dashy.
Nobody wants a sad Dashy.
I agree, man.
All right.
Now we got the game with the top seed implications. We'll go for those now. So the teams with the top seed implications. The New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This game is in Carolina. The Saints are a 7-point favorite. Adrian Hill is the referee. Who do you guys got and why?
This is a no doubt about it. I got the New Orleans Saints all the way, man. The Panthers are one of my teams that are guaranteed to lose this week. The Saints, they're still fighting for the number 1 seed. They can clinch it with a win and a Packer loss. So I definitely think the Saints are gonna be playing their hearts out because they want that number 1 seed. Honestly, if the Saints do get the first seed, they can really run the table in the NFC. I really do
Make
think
some noise.
Yeah, they can really run the table in the NFC if they get the number 1 seed. But yeah, man, yeah, the Panthers, they don't stand a chance in this game. All there is to it. Saints absolutely obliterate Carolina here, and I got Kamara just having another. I just have Kamara having another great game again, and the offense just goes out. So
maybe at least 4 rushing touchdowns for Kamara.
Yeah, maybe he'll only have 4 this time.
I'll say 3.
But yeah, I got the Saints just destroying the Panthers here, 44-6.
Oh,
Ouch.
Yep.
Is this your lock of the week?
Nope, that's another game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I just lost my place. Saints and Panthers, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Saints and Panthers. Well, the Saints look great in beating the Vikings last week, but the Panthers also impressed in beating the Washington football team on the road. This Carolina team is feisty, even if it isn't playing for anything. The Saints have an outside shot at the top seed, but they will fight and scratch and claw get their chance to win to get that number 1 seed. And I think this game will be closer than you say, Mr. Maiden. I'm going to go 27-21. Give me the Saints.
Nice.
I am going along with the Saints as well. They will win by a score of, I say, 28-17. But it's all going to be for naught, as I will explain later.
Okay, I'm actually intrigued to hear that. Before I go into my pick, Dashy actually – wait, no, it's not the right one. I'm sorry. Here you go. So, League Colt victory is right. Matt Canada took over play call in the second half. We'll actually get to that game in a little bit. So I actually like that comment. I wanted to show it early just to get my thoughts in there. And this is my first of 3 guaranteed teams to lose. The Carolina Panthers, I don't mind them as a team, man. I know Camilto's the only big TTC Panthers fan out there. And the thing is, it's going to be another rough loss, man. Give me the Saints to win this game. Saints, I think, will win. Final score 42-13. Give me the Saints. Especially because Christian McCaffrey's not going to be playing all year. And Christian McCaffrey, he was the number 1 pick for a lot of people in fantasy football.
That was mine.
He killed so many people, man. And it sucks.
Me included. My top 3 picks, I'm not joking. Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon, Drew Brees.
Oh, fuck.
All of them went out with injuries.
I
was fucked.
That sucks, man. And the Saints pretty much surpassed.
Zach, to correct you, yeah, you do have the tiebreaker over the Saints, but if the Saints win, you guys currently have the same conference record at 9-2 right now. So if the Saints win and the Packers lose, that would put the Saints at 10-2 in the conference and the Packers at 9-3. So technically, that would put the Saints at the number 1 seed.
That would. 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm the same. That's what I was actually going to say, actually.
Yeah.
And I actually will get into this because our next game, if the Seattle Seahawks beat the San Francisco 49ers, the Green Bay Packers and the Saints all lose, the Seahawks could be the number 1 seed. Seahawks are favored in San Francisco by 5.5 points. The referee for this game is going to be Tony Cornette. I know you hate him, Alex.
Fuck that guy.
Who do you guys got and why?
Hate that referee.
Mm-hmm.
Almost costed us the game last week.
They did.
Bullshit PI call. Anyways, the Seahawks are still in the running for the top seed, like Lucas said, so they're going to be playing to win. The 49ers looked good last week, beating Arizona, and they could love to beat their rival here. But it will be close, but I still think Seattle will find a way to win it in late. I don't think it will be easy. I think it's going to be a 1-point game. I'm going to say the Seahawks win 24-23.
I will have to agree with Pizzle on this one. Seattle can still get the number 1 seed, as we established. They need to win, and they also need losses from both the Saints and Packers to do that. Do I see that happening realistically? No, I don't. I think Seattle will be the 3rd seed in the NFC this year. The 49ers, they've looked serviceable with their backups this year because they were injured for most of the season this year. But Seattle's offense, I just think that they're too much to handle for the 49ers here. I got the Seahawks completing the sweep of the 49ers. If the 49ers were healthy, I would actually pick San Francisco for this game, but I am going to go with the Seahawks to complete the sweep by a final of 31-14.
Yes, and I am taking the Seahawks pretty much based on everything that Steel Maiden and Apizzle have said. 49ers can go ahead and plan for next year. Seattle, they're in the playoffs no matter what, but I just don't see them getting the number 1 seed, as I will explain later. But I do see the Seahawks winning this one. I'll score 33-21.
Nice. I'm also going to pick the Seahawks here. The 49ers just have way too many injuries. It sucks because the Niners, they're the first team that made the Super Bowl last year to be eliminated from the postseason. And the Niners this year have pretty much been one of the worst NFC champion, like runner-ups, Super Bowl runner-ups in a while. It just sucks because the 49ers are going to lose again, and I'm actually going to pick the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will win convincingly. Seahawks 38, 49ers 21. Give me the Seahawks. Pretty convincing win.
Yep.
Now we got the next game on the list. We are going to go for games for wild card qualification. So, next game we have on the list, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo. Buffalo is only a 1.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Bill Vinovich. Who do you guys got and why?
I'll have you guys go first.
I'll be honest, I really want to pick Miami for this game because I don't know if Buffalo is going to be resting starters because I still think that they'll be playing to officially lock up the number 2 seed, because if the Bills lose and we win, then we would have the number 2 seed. But yeah, Buffalo officially clinches number 2 seed with a win here. So I think that's what the Bills are playing for here. Miami, Pizzle, you guys got a really good team. I'm not gonna, I'm not sugarcoating anything. You guys got a really good young team.
Climbing up that ladder.
Definitely. Definitely. You guys are climbing up the ladder. You guys are making, progress with that the young guys you have, and I think you guys are going to have a very good draft in the spring. But I just don't think the Dolphins are quite ready to make that next step yet. They could be in the playoffs.
Could happen.
They could. Could happen. But for this game, as much as I really want to pick Miami, I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to lock up the number 2 seed. I think Buffalo is just too good right now. Give me the Bills to take this one in a very close game. I got the Dolphins giving them a good game. Give me Buffalo to take it 34-30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say one thing. The Dolphins have been very, very impressive this year. They are top of that ladder. They have something to build on. If they can get themselves the right draft picks, I think they could probably go even further next season. But I'm going to have to.
Me,
I have to go circle the wagons on this one. I'm taking the Bills, even though the Dolphins are going to make those Bills work for it. I see a low-scoring game here, 20-17. Give me the Bills.
you guys are not going to like my prediction, but here we go. The Buffalo Bills right now, I think they're a fantastic team. And I was trying to get Gare Bear on, but unfortunately he did not want to come on. Unfortunately. But the thing is, though, I actually think that the Bills, realistically, if they're smart, they would bench everybody at halftime if it was a blowout. But I think this game is going to be competitive all the way through. And I just want to see the Dolphins in the playoffs. I would like to see them actually compete very well. So this game honestly had me going back and forth realistically throughout the whole day. But I'm actually going to go with the Miami Dolphins. I'm actually going to go with the Dolphins. The reason why I'm going with the Dolphins in this game, I think the Dolphins are in it to fight for it more. I think what they're going to do is what they're going to do against the Raiders. I think that Tua Tagovailoa will try and do his best for most of the game, but then Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to come in and clinch a playoff spot for the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins to win this game. Very close game. Dolphins 30, Bills 28. Give me the Dolphins.
So currently we are the 5th seed
Yes.
in the AFC.
Yes.
So if we win, we're in.
Yes.
But if we lose, we have to have either
You have to have Cleveland lose.
lose, Baltimore
gotta
lose,
root.
or Indianapolis lose.
Yeah. You got to root for us, dude.
Yep.
But as far as this game goes, if the Bills win this, they lock up the 2nd seed.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen is playing great football this season. But that defense, our defense, have been absolutely outstanding this year. That will be a real big challenge for the Buffalo offense. The problem with us is Tua. Will he continue to struggle? Will he have an explosive day? I don't know. I don't see it happening. Buffalo will take advantage of that and win this one to get the 2nd seed. I do have the Buffalo Bills winning 26-17. Bills Mafia, looking forward to that bet, man.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't know what this bet is. Go ahead and explain.
Okay,
it.
I will. So the loser of the game, whether it be the Dolphins or the Bills, the loser has to put the logo of the winning team as their Facebook profile picture for 24 hours.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Damn. That's be painful for you.
I'll tell you this: the Bills and Dolphins, that could be a big rivalry in the near future.
It's going to be like the 90s.
Just like how it was in the 80s and 90s. It could be a big rivalry in the future.
So, yeah.
Can't wait.
I actually like that, though. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, just explain all the playoff scenarios. So, next game with playoff scenarios, Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati. Baltimore, guess how much they're favored by? 12.5 points. 12.5 points. Referee is Land Clark. Ravens win. They're in. Pure and simple as that. The seeding, though, will be interesting. The seeding, if they – I'm trying to think. No matter what, if they win, Miami wins, they get a 6th seed. If Cleveland loses, they're pretty much out. And then Baltimore
look what it is.
has a chance to the 7th seed as well. Miami loses and Baltimore wins. Baltimore moves up to the 5th seed. So, oh, God, red zone.
Hey, look what it is.
Red zone's here. Bongles. Oh, God. I'm honest. I'm sorry, Natalie. I got to go with the favorite here. I got to go with the Ravens. The Ravens right now are a much better team. They've had a really strong past few weeks. They've won 5 in a row. They've dominated. They look strong, even though the teams haven't been the best. But still, they've won 5 in a row. They're looking really good right now. They got momentum on their side. No, it's 4 in a row. They got momentum in a row, 4 wins in a row. So, yeah, that's pretty much where the Ravens are at, and I think they're going to get the win. The Bengals are going to try and do it at the end. But I think this game will be closer than people think. I think this game will be closer than the shootout. So I'm going to say Baltimore wins this game 38-28. Give me the Ravens.
I hope we see a repeat of last year where Lamar breaks the Cincinnati Bengals offensive or defensive legs or the ankles, breaks their ankles. So the Ravens are in with a win, and they've been playing well the past few weeks. The run game continues to power this team, which will be the case here. The Bengals will not be able to slow down Lamar Jackson and company. I think the Ravens take it and get a spot in the playoffs. I'm going to say 31-17 Ravens.
Yeah, that's true. That breaking the ankles was funny, but if you're a Steeler fan, you're hoping for a repeat of what happened the last time the Ravens needed to beat the Bengals to clinch a playoff spot.
That's right. Yeah.
Buffalo goes to the playoffs. Buffalo's going to the playoffs. And Buffalo.
Now, obviously, yeah, that was 3 years ago. The teams are totally different since then. The Ravens are much better since then. The Bengals are more god-awful as always. I got the Ravens taking this one to clinch a playoff spot, and yeah, who knows what could happen. But yeah, give me the Ravens to take this one 31-7.
Oh yeah. I don't see a repeat of that. I'm actually seeing the Ravens taking this one. And I'm going to dedicate this to my buddy who lives outside of Baltimore in the suburbs. A guy we may remember by the name, we call him Steve Charisma. He's
Yeah.
Wow.
big Ravens fan. Steve, I don't know if you're watching. Your Ravens are going to make the playoffs. I got the Ravens beating the Bengals 35-21.
Steve Charisma.
That's right, man. Did you make your pick, Alex?
Yep, I said Ravens 31-17.
Okay, so everyone made their pick.
Yep.
Let's go to the next game, shall we? And it's the game that decides either the number 2 or 3 seed in the AFC. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland. Cleveland is a 10-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Jerome Boger. Thank God we have a game with Jerome Boger. Thank God. We have not had a game with him in almost 2 years. Thank God.
2 years.
It's been a long ass time since we have Jerome Boger as our referee. Who do you guys got and why?
Oh, boy.
I'll let you guys go first. And
All right. I'll go first. Mason Rudolph is getting the start over here in Pittsburgh. Do they want to see the Browns in the playoffs? I don't think they do. The Steelers still have a chance for the 2nd seed, but they are passing on playing Big Ben. That's going to be a huge issue, but I still think that the Steelers will find a way to get it done because Baker Mayfield, when he comes up in big game moments, he always fails under pressure. I mean, that and the fact that they're not going to be without their receivers again. Their coaches have COVID and stuff. I actually have the Steelers winning this game. I'm going to go and get the Dolphins in somehow, some way. I get the Steelers winning. I'm going to say 24-16.
Waving a terrible towel. Huh?
Yeah, I don't have a terrible towel.
Yeah, you're for us, Alex, because
there you go. Whoop-de-doo.
It's not Jerome Pingus, Morgan. It's Jerome Boger.
Okay.
So go ahead, Ty. It's him.
All right. The Browns have exceeded so many expectations this year.
It's gonna be.
I didn't think they were going to go 10-5 even this far into the season. But I'll tell you, the Steelers do have some problems, but they have just enough good players to solve those problems. And so, for that reason, I'm going to wave my imaginary terrible towel too.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Steelers, even though
That's right.
the Browns are going to make them work for it. I got the Steelers by a field goal, 24-21.
Very nice. I like that pick. Steel Maiden.
Okay, so first of all, I can understand people picking the Browns for this game because, Big Ben's not going to be starting in this game because of, we're going to be resting him. We don't want to risk him being injured for the playoffs, which I understand, but I just don't agree with, So, yeah, Mason Rudolph, that guy is an absolute disgrace. He is a terrible backup quarterback that showed all year last year and the very few times that he played this year that he played when Big Ben was shaken up a little bit. But, yeah, Mason Rudolph is going to be starting for this game, so Lord help us. But I will say this. We have overcome a lot of injuries this year, and the way that Big Ben conducted that offense in the second half of that Colts game was just incredible. I mean, I say it all the time. Excuse me. I say it all the time with Big Ben. He's old. He can't do it anymore. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Okay, he's going to be 39 in spring. That's pretty old for a quarterback. Okay, he's not a spring chicken anymore. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But my God, can Big Ben play call? He is such a great play caller. And as you can see by my name right here, give Matt Canada a chance, and then maybe someday down the line, put Big Ben in for OC.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can understand people picking the Browns for this one simply because of Big Ben and the Big Ben being absent and the injuries. But I will say this. The Browns lost to the Jets, and I can't say it enough. They lost to the damn Jets. I think they can lose to us, starting Mason Rudolph. I think Mason Rudolph is going to remember Miles whacking him over the head with his helmet, and he's going to be on a little revenge tour himself. So my thing with the Browns is this. I don't know if the receivers are going to be cleared to play for this game. Only time will tell. But, they still got Nick Chubb. They still got Kareem Hunt. Why not play them for this game? Why do you have, Baker throwing the ball 50-plus times? I was saying over and over again that if the Browns make the playoffs, I think Kevin Stefanski should be coach of the year. I completely disagree with that.
Well, not after now.
Yeah, simply by having Baker throw the ball over 50 times against the Jets.
When you have Kareem Hunt.
When you have possibly the best freaking running game in the league. Kevin Stefanski, you do not deserve head coach. You do not deserve coach of the year. You don't want to know who my coach of the year goes to? Brian Flores.
Hell yeah, Brian Flores.
Whether Miami makes the playoffs or not, Brian Flores gets my vote. Okay, so yeah, the Browns, they lost to the Jets. They can lose to Mason Rudolph. I was actually very close to picking the Browns for this game, but at the final second, I was like, you know what? Screw it. We want to slam the door in the Browns' face by them losing to one of the worst teams in the league, and just slam the door in the face on their playoff chances.
Just like 2007.
Yep. Just like 07. Coincidentally enough, they finished 10-6 in 07. They can finish 10-6 this year and miss the playoffs as well. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, give me the Steelers to win this one in a close game. I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk. I think the Browns will make it close, but I got us winning a tight one here, 27-21.
Yeah, I got the Steelers winning too. Let's be honest here. The Browns, even if they don't have the receivers, they're in trouble. They have to beat us in order to make the playoffs. They don't win, they could kiss their playoff folks goodbye for the most part, barring a Miami loss.
Right.
I'll even put this up right now. Let's even say Miami. So if you guys lose, you're done. You're out of the playoffs. You guys are done.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Browns. Yeah, if the Browns lose and if Miami or Baltimore win, they're done.
Yeah, so in high up here, Buffalo win. If Buffalo wins, the Browns lose, the Ravens win, and the Colts win. So if the Colts were to lose, the Browns would get in. But
So
we'll
what if
talk about the Colts and we'll talk about the Colts.
what if all the teams lose then?
If every team loses, I should go in that now.
What if every team loses then?
Loses, so Cleveland would still get in. Technically, and Indianapolis would be the first team out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how we're working things right now. But for me, Mason Rudolph, like Stillman said, is going to want revenge. He's going to want revenge for Myles Garrett hitting an average move. The Browns really do not have the realistic talent to compete with Pittsburgh's run defense. Even though Pittsburgh did have a bad game against Jonathan Taylor, I think Pittsburgh definitely can stop Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb because they did that last time when they played in Week 6. And I think that they're going to continue on here. Give me the Steelers to win this game. I'm going to say this is a low-scoring game. I think this is a run-heavy game for both teams. Pittsburgh's going to win, though, 17-13. Give me the Steelers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So now we got it out.
Yeah, and we win this game Sunday. Browns fans will never hear the end of it from me. From all the times they memed Mason Rudolph getting hit over the head, just imagine how much I would clown them if Mason Rudolph ends their season. They will never hear the end of it from me. From
Poetic
YouTube,
justice.
Not just from YouTube, but me living on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. I live, there's a lot of Browns fans in my area. They will never freaking hear the end of it from me.
No, they won't.
Poetic justice.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be poetic justice.
Rudolph gets his revenge on Garrett by hitting their playoffs.
Yeah.
Now we get into the last games now with wild card qualification because I'm going to say the tank division for last. I'm going to say the tank division for last, which means I'll talk about the NFC least last. But going into the game, let's talk about the last bit of games that I think will be close. So let's just get this out of the way. And I'm Whoops, I muted myself. Let me go ahead and set this up, though. So give me a second here, make sure everything's set on my end. Let's go ahead and play this somebody because it is time for.
This is my Stone Cold Lock of the Century.
There we go. Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Indianapolis. The Colts are favored by 14. 14-point favorite. Good Lord. I know, Alex, it's insane.
No, it's the comment. I mean,
oh yeah, Stone Cold. I love that dude. Carl from Aqua Force, man. You cannot go wrong with him, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
The referee for this game is going to be Sean Smith. The Colts realistically can either get the 4, 5, 6, or 7 seed, depending on a lot of freaking things.
oh,
So, here's the scenario for the Colts. They have to win, and they had to have Cleveland lose. That's the main thing of getting in. Miami losing as well will also get them in, along with Baltimore. The AFC South, they could still win the AFC South. If Tennessee loses to Houston and they win, they can clinch the AFC South.
but does Tennessee still get in the playoffs though?
I actually will go over that right now.
Yeah. If the Titans win, they clinch the South.
Yeah,
No, but if they lose,
no matter what.
no, but
If
if they
they
lose, they
lose-
still get in the wild card.
Oh, if the Titans
If the
lose,
Titans lose, they're out.
they gotta become diehard Jags fans if the Titans lose.
Or the only way they could get in is the only way they would be able to get in is if Cleveland loses. So if Miami loses, Baltimore wins, Tennessee loses, and Indianapolis wins, Tennessee would still get in as a 6th seed. Otherwise, if Browns win, they're out. Actually, no, they have to rely on the Dolphins losing. So, Tennessee, they cannot afford to lose. So, my thing is with this game, it's going to be really interesting to see how well this team does. But, man, I am thinking that the Colts are going to destroy the Jaguars. Jaguars have nothing left to play for. They're going to perform the 2001 Carolina Panthers. Win the first game, lose the rest 15. Give me the Jaguars to get killed by the Colts as my Stone Cold Lock Center of the week. 52-3. Give me the Colts easily.
How crazy would it be
Yep.
if the Jaguars start the season with a victory against the Colts and then end with the season with a victory against the Colts?
Look at that. C.A. Cougar just mentioned that.
How crazy would that be?
Wow.
I
How
know,
crazy
right?
would that be? But let's be honest, that's not going to happen. The Colts need this to have a chance in the playoffs, but they need some help. They blew the lead to the Steelers last week, but they won't blow it here. This is my lock of the week as well. They lost to Jacksonville in the opener, but this will not be close. I think the Jaguars are so bad. They have the first pick locked up. They're going to get Trevor Lawrence. They desperately need him. Colts win big. I'm going to say 35-10.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more to be said about this game. There's only 2 teams that I know that have won their first game of the season and then lost the remainder of their schedule. The 2001 Panthers did that. They went 1-15 that year, won week 1, and they lost their they lost their remainder of their schedule. And the 1969 Steelers did that too, except it wasn't a 16-game schedule back then. It was 14. Yeah, the 69 Steelers went 1-13. That was the worst Steeler team of all time. 1-13 that year. They won week 1, lost the remainder of their schedule to go 1-13. So I think the Jacksonville Jaguars join that club and finish up 1-15. And all I can say is enjoy Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville. So, yeah, remember when Pizzle asked me about the Saints and Panthers being my lock of the week?
This is it.
This is it right here. This is my lock of the week. Indy absolutely destroys the Jags to potentially clinch a playoff berth. They will have to be rooting for us and they will have to be rooting for us and the Bills to clinch. They will have to be rooting for us, the Bills, and the Bengals to clinch a playoff spot, seeing that they are on the outside looking in right
Texans.
now. Yeah, and the Texans. They got to pull for a division rival. So, yeah, Indy takes this one, no doubt about it, 48-3.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I guess I'm going to be just a little bit more generous, but not too much. I, of course, have the Colts winning this one. I got them winning by a score of 30-10. I'm just going to get 10 points for Jacksonville. That's it. And I hope that Jacksonville treats Trevor Lawrence well, because the Jets probably won't.
Oh, the Jets wouldn't. Jets are gonna get Justin Fields and they're gonna ruin him.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Why again? Ohio State quarterback. Don't do it.
They never translate
They're
well.
busts. All of them.
Yeah. Remember how hyped up Terrell Pryor and Troy Smith were supposed to be?
JT Barrett,
Oh,
Yeah.
Dale Jones.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins.
Are those two even still in the NFL?
No.
Mario Jones is not. He wasn't
Can
an
someone,
XFL.
can someone put out an APB for him? You know?
Yeah. Got an issue an Amber Alert for him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If you're a quarterback, if you're a college, let me start that again. If you're a high school kid watching this and you play quarterback, don't go to Ohio State. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Even though technically Joe Burrow was at Ohio State for like a
Yeah, and then he got the hell out and they did the right thing.
exactly.
He did.
Now let's talk about the other AFC matchup. AFC South, I mean. Tennessee Titans and Houston Texans. This game is in Houston. Tennessee is a 7.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be Sean Hockley. Pretty much the Titans can either get the 3 seed, 4 seed, 6 seed, or 7 seed, or they could be eliminated. The only way they could get the number 3 seed is if Pittsburgh loses. And I think they win. I'm trying to think of what it was. They have to have a lot happen. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think they can get the 4th seed at this point.
What the hell was that?
Because you only get number 2 or 3 because the Steelers are technically locked up with the Titans. I mean, technically ahead because the Steelers have the tiebreakers. So, who do you guys got one?
Well, as I said earlier, if the Titans somehow lose this game, they got to become diehard Jaguar fans because the Titans clinched the AFC South with a win. They can clinch a wild card spot with a win. If the Titans lose, they can clinch a wild card spot with a Colts loss. So yeah, I'm just under the impression the Titans they win the AFC South. They're going to be the number 4 seed. The Texans are just abysmal, and they lost to the Bengals as well, just like us. But Houston's been very bad all season, and I just don't see how they get the job done here. I think the Texans will make it a little close with them, but I got Derrick Henry just wrecking the Texans like he always does. And I got Tennessee taking this one by 10 points, 34-24.
I got the Titans easily here. Give me the Titans. Just blow out the Texans. Unfortunately, it just stinks because I just feel bad for Deshaun Watson, man. He's a great quarterback, and the Texans, unfortunately, Bill O'Brien ruined this team for years to come, and I think the Texans window has officially closed down. Give me the Titans to win this game convincingly. Titans, I'm going to say 34, Texans 17. Give me the Titans easily.
Well, guys, it's very simple. If the Titans win, they're the AFC South. They've won the AFC South. It's simple as that, plain and simple. But this is their 2nd straight road game, and their defense is pretty ass, if you ask me. I mean, they gave up, 40 points to the Packers?
Yeah, they got blown out, man, dude. Titans cannot play. No.
But the good news is the Texans' defense is just as bad. So look for Derrick Henry to run his ass off, run his team into the postseason, but Deshaun Watson and the Texans will keep it close. I'm going to say the Titans win the AFC South and this game. I'm going to say 31-27.
Oh.
Titans.
Wow. That is close. That is
Yep.
close. I'm actually going with the Titans. I'm going with my man Derrick Henry, who I drafted number 1 in one of my fantasy leagues, to the shock of everyone.
Well, guess what? It worked out.
Oh God!
Yes.
Look at that comment. The Texans want Marvin Lewis.
Head coach.
No, they don't. No, they do not.
Marvin.
I actually heard there were rumors.
No, they do not.
No, they did. They actually do.
Oh my God! Marvin Lewis.
Why?
Marvin
You
Lewis.
thought Bill O'Brien was bad.
Hey, I love it, man.
So actually,
No.
give a score for this game. I see another double up score here. Titans 28, Texans 14.
Marvin Lewis.
My God.
Marvin Lewis.
Wow. Bold claim by C.A. Cougar. Which is 2,000 yards in the season. Wow.
Hey, it's
It can
possible.
happen.
Could happen.
It can
It
happen.
could happen. He would need
Marvin Lewis, that could
223
happen
rushing yards. I personally don't think he will, but he'll come close. That'd be awesome if Derrick Henry went for that rushing because I need that fantasy football title. So, yeah. Titans, Derrick Henry, do something. I want Deshaun Watson to put up a good game too because he's my quarterback. So, now we get to the NFC games, the last bit of NFC games with playoff implications. First one is going to be
It's true.
the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago. The Packers are 5.5-point favorites. Referee is Craig Rolstad. So Green Bay can clinch the number 1 seed with a win. They can only finish a number 2 seed with Green Bay loss, Seattle win, and New Orleans tie. So if the Saints were to win and the Packers lose and the Seahawks win, the Packers could go down the number 3 seed.
Oh,
That would be interesting. So who do you guys got and why?
Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Yeah.
If I've said it before, I'll say it again. Just like my good buddy Stephen A. Smith. As long as you have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, a future Hall of Famer, and say it with me, guys, that
bad man.
as long as you got Aaron Rodgers, there is no way that they are going to lose. And this is not even my lock of the week. I am giving the victory to the Packers. They will clinch and lock up the number 1 seed in the NFC. Give me the Pack by a score 35-24.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Did you say 35-27?
35-24.
Okay.
Wow.
I agree 100%. Crazy to think the Bears might even get the playoffs. They need to win, and the Cardinals need to lose in order for the Bears to get into the playoffs.
Or if the Cardinals lose and the Bears lose, the Bears get the tiebreaker for the Cardinals since the Cardinals lost. The Niners.
That's true. That is true. But the Packers need to lock up the top seed, and I think they will do it because Green Bay is rolling right now, which will make it more of a challenge for that Bears defense. Aaron Rodgers will lock up the MVP with this game. I guarantee it. And this, with a big performance in this one, I got the Packers winning this one 38-21. Wow. Aaron Rodgers MVP.
Yep. Well, I made a big mistake last week by picking against that bad man at his place because the Packers obliterated the Titans on national TV. Oh, boy. The Packers, as everyone is saying, they win, they get the number 1. Yeah, that's right, Tim. That's right. Yeah, so as everyone said, the Packers win, they get the number 1 seed in the NFC, and I think that's what they're destined for here. The Bears, though, they win this game, they clinch a playoff spot because their scenario is they need a win, and they also need either Arizona or LA to lose. Fortunately for them, the Cardinals and Rams play each other this week. So basically all the Bears have to do is win, and they're in the playoffs. So that being said, the Bears have played surprisingly well on offense these past couple weeks. I'll give the Bears the benefit of the doubt by saying they'll have another good offensive game, but I got the Packers having a better one here. At the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers, he owns the Bears, no doubt about it, but he always plays well in Chicago. He always does. Last year, the Packers ended the Bears season by beating them in Green Bay. I got them doing that. I got them ending their season once again, this time in Chicago, kind of like how they did in 2013 when Rodgers had that insane Hail Mary against the Bears to break their
remember
hearts
that
in the
game.
final seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was nasty.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I got Rodgers continuing to torture the Bears, and I got my score being very close to Tim's.
Ooh.
I got Green Bay taking it 35-27.
Wow.
Yep.
I was really tempted to take Chicago, to be honest with you. I was really tempted. But the thing is, after hearing what you guys said, and the fact that the Bears have had a hot offense, don't get me wrong, but their offense has been against extremely bad defense. This is going to be their first chance as actual legit defense. So I just don't think the Bears can do it. I still think the Bears will get in the playoffs, but we'll actually talk about that in a little bit with the next game. But with that being said, give me the Packers to win this game. I think it'll be a blowout because I definitely want to clinch the playoffs and me and just pick and pull. I want to give myself that win. So I'm going to go with the Packers here. I think they'll get the job done. Final score, Packers 31, Bears 20. Give me the Packers.
Yeah.
Now we get into the game that I actually wanted to talk about, the Arizona Cardinals and the LA Rams. This game is in Los Angeles. Arizona is a 3-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Charles Sheffers. The thing is with this game, what quarterback is going to start with either? But that, you know why? I don't know what quarterback will start and who will start, who will play. This is going to be my coin flip game of the week. The first one.
Mine too.
I'm right there with you. This is my
Mine too.
second one.
Wow. Tiny Tim.
I'm gonna do 4 for 4.
Nope. I pass.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Tiny Tim, let's have you go first then, and then we'll do our coin flip.
All right. Well, not sure who's going to win this one. When I first looked at this matchup, I thought this game was pretty much a pick 'em. And if that was the case, then the rule says you would just go ahead and go with the home team. And that's what I did here. I got the Rams winning against the Cardinals by a score of 27-21.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Let's all go at the same time, and Tiny Tim count us down.
I sure will.
All right. So
Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and do my selections. I have the
Bray
Fiend
Wyatt.
as the Cardinals and the Fiend as the Rams.
All right. I got the George Washington as heads, and the classic bald eagle as tails.
all right. So George Washington will be the Cardinals, and National State Park will be the Rams.
All right, count us down.
All right, gentlemen. In 3, 2, 1. Flip.
What do you guys got?
Fizzle.
I got the Cardinals.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals winning this one. I'm going to say it's going to be by a field goal. Don't really know who's going to be starting for either one of these teams. I'm going to say the Cardinals win by a field goal, 23-20.
Wow. Oh, you still in?
Uh-huh.
It's the result I was hoping I didn't get.
The Rams.
Ooh.
I have to go with the Rams on this one. I was hoping to God I got the Cardinals because Jared Goff will not be starting in this game. Neither will Cooper Kupp because they're both injured.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
Cooper
my
Kupp's on the
God.
COVID list.
Yeah, I was hoping to God I got heads, but something I will say, the Rams still have a great defense, and I think that they can take advantage of a banged up Kyler Murray if he starts. Because Kyler Murray got injured against the 49ers. He's iffy to play. So I do think the Rams defense can take advantage of him being banged up a little bit. And Sean McVay is also undefeated against the Cardinals as well. So I think that plays a factor. I really wanted to get heads on this one, but I got to go with my coin flip result. I'll take the Rams to eke this one out. Low scoring defensive game. I got the Rams taking it 17-14.
My coin flip result, the Fiend. I'm going with the Rams as well. And think of this.
Oh, on the Cardinals. Wow.
My thing is with this. There could be a Canadian Football League MVP quarterback starting for the Cardinals. He's the backup to Kyler Murray, and he's the Canadian Football League MVP. He won last year with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. My boy buddy Johnny was the backup running back on that team. So, because I know Canadian Football League canceled their season this year. So, it's going to be interesting to say the least. And the quarterback for the Rams that will be starting is John Watford. He's a rookie. I'm not sure where he's from, but yeah. It's going to be interesting to say the least. But give me the Rams. 20-17. Keep it simple. Now we get into the last two games of the week. The games with the division title on the line. The Tank Division. Dun, 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 dun. First game is the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This game is in New York. The Cowboys are favored by 2 points, and the referee for this game is going to be Brad Allen. Actually, guys, I'm going to say this right now. This is my second coin flip game of the week.
Oh.
I had to do it because this game is way too dang hard to predict. But before I do my coin flip, who do you guys got and why? Actually, I'll save time for last, but
Hey, Lucas.
oh, you're making your coin flip second one as well.
Yep.
Shit.
Wow.
All right.
Yep.
So the Cowboys at the Giants. This one was difficult for me to pick, but I've come to a good conclusion. The Giants, ever since they upset the Seahawks, they've looked very deflated. They have not looked good at all. And for that reason, I just really don't see them competing in this game. I mean, the Cowboys, at the same time, the Cowboys, they're on a pretty good streak right now. I think they've won 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cowboys
So the Cowboys have won 3 straight. So yeah, man. Like, I just don't. I wanted to go with the Giants. I really did. I wanted to go with them, but just seeing how bad they've been, they look like their old selves again. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Dallas Cowboys to get their job done. The loser of this game is eliminated from playoff contention. So I do think the Cowboys will take advantage of the bad Giants play and get the job done here in a very close game. I got the Cowboys winning 27-26, but man, that has to sting because the winner of this game is still kind of a loser because they got to root for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
And yeah, both these, the Cowboys and Giants, they have a big rivalry already, but those two teams absolutely despise the Eagles.
Oh, they definitely.
So, yeah, the winner of this game is kind of a loser as well because they got to root for their biggest rival.
Cool.
But I'm going to go ahead and take the Cowboys to get it done 27-26.
All right.
Bray
Same thing.
Wyatt is the Giants. The Fiend is the Cowboys.
Heads is the Cowboys. Tails is the Giants for me.
Oh, boy.
All right, gentlemen. In 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Don't tell
Who's
me.
going first?
Bray Wyatt. It landed on Bray Wyatt. I got to go with the Giants.
Oh, man.
Man. Tim.
That's brutal. I'm like the same with Steel Maiden last coin flip.
Oh, Tim.
Giants. What you get, Alex?
I got Tails.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I got to pick the Giants too, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it.
Sorry, Giants.
I don't want to do it.
I don't either, but the coin flip, man, the coin flip. That's the problem with coin flip sometimes. You either get the team you want or you get the team you don't want. And I got the team I don't want. Giants win 23-20.
28-24 Giants.
Oh, brutal.
Sorry, Tim.
23-21.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, Tiny Tim. The floor is yours.
All right, let's get Bayless always likes to say, okay, my turn.
Oh God.
Oh, actually, see if I can make you the big. I
My
want to see if I can make you.
Cowboys in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, the hide right here.
Oh, thank you.
I'll actually give you the full screen this time.
Thank you. As I was saying, my Cowboys in the last 3 weeks have played some of the best football I've seen all year. And one of the factors is their turnover ratio in the last 3 games. Compared to the last maybe 5 or 6 games this year, where they had 13 giveaways and only 2 takeaways. In the last 3 games, they've had 10 takeaways and only 1 or 2 giveaways. That is unbelievable. And right now, the Cowboys are just getting really hot right now. They have won 3 in a row. And the Giants have now lost 2 in a row. The bad thing about this game is, as you can see in my name right here. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. I'm going with my Cowboys, and I got my Cowboys winning by a score of 35-21. Hopefully Zeke is fully healed. I don't think he was quite 100% last week, but hey, I think Tony Pollard is a slightly better rusher than Zeke. Pollard almost reminds me of Marion Barber, if y'all remember him.
Yeah.
And the defense is really coming on right now. I do think we still need to draft some corners and safeties this coming spring. But I got the Cowboys winning this one. Oh, there it is. Cowboys win 35-21. But the bad news is whoever wins this game has to play the waiting game because to be continued.
Let's go ahead and I'll get you back into the. Actually, I'll make you back to the exit solo layout.
Okay.
So now we're back into the things. We got game number 256 to decide the NFC least. Sunday Night Football.
NBC.
NBC. Check your local list. Game number 256. Last year, game number 256 was the. What was it?
Seahawks and Niners.
That's right. Seahawks Niners for that number 1 seed. This year, it's to determine the NFC least. Good Lord. Eagles in Washington. This game isn't Billy. Washington is a 1.5-point favorite. Referee of this game is Ron Torpert. If Washington wins, they win the division no matter what. If the Eagles win, the winner of the Dallas Cowboys-Giants game goes to the playoffs. So who do you guys got and why?
Well, guys, like Lucas said, if Washington wins this game, they are the division champs. It won't be easy because Alex Smith is banged up and could be a game-time decision. That means it could be my buddy from elementary school, Taylor Heineke, getting the start.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, we went to the same elementary school. How crazy is that? Now he's an NFL quarterback. The Eagles have played much better on offense as of late with Jalen Hurts. The Eagles would love to spoil Washington's playoff party, but I don't see that happening. I'm going to go with the football team to win because, let's be honest, it's 2020. Anything can happen in 2020. How 2020 would it be if the Washington football team, formerly the Redskins, get the win and get to the playoffs and win their division? I'm going to say they do it 24-21. Give me the football team.
As I mentioned before, going to have multiple coin flips, and game 256 happens to be my final one.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because if Alex Smith was healthy enough to go, I'd have a clear choice, but he's game time now. So, and plus the Eagles, whenever it seems like they don't have a chance at winning a game at all, they usually pull off an upset win. That proved against the Saints this year. So I got to make this a coin flip as well. So I'll make, fittingly enough, George Washington.
Oh my god.
Fittingly enough.
As
Yeah.
an Eagle.
Yeah. And then also fittingly enough,
Eagle.
I got the good old bald eagle being the Eagles. Let's
There you
see.
go.
Yeah.
This, I mean,
Let's see. Anyone want to count me down?
I'll take
3.
3,
2,
2,
4,
1.
3, 2, and 1.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I'll redo it.
All right.
All right, coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Tiny Tim, congratulations on winning the NFC East.
Oh shit.
I got the
Oh,
Philadelphia Chickens taking this one in a low-scoring defensive game, 16-14.
Wow. I'll say Tiny Tim for last, actually, this one. I'm actually going to save it for last. I'm actually going to go first. This honestly depends on if Alex Smith is going to play. If Taylor Heineke plays, I don't know if it's going to go very well. And this is pretty much, I think, the last time you see Carson Wentz in an Eagles
Yes, yes, I agree. Wentz is gone. His get up and go will get up and Wentz.
Of course, he will be gone. I don't know if Alex Smith is going to be 100%. I don't know who's going to be playing. Realistically, I don't know who to pick because Alex Smith sometimes has not been clutch in scenarios as well. But Washington's defense is the only reason why they could keep themselves in this game. I honestly, though, think that I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles here. The Philadelphia Chickens, because mainly here's the thing. I just think the Chickens right now with Jalen Hurts are more consistent on offense compared to Washington. And I think with also Terry McLaurin probably not going to be able to play in this game, that also is going to hurt things for the Washington team as well. Heineke looks a lot better at quarterback compared to Dwayne Haskins. Thank God they got rid of him. I'm picking the Philadelphia Chickens to win this game.
That's obvious.
Final score, Philadelphia Chickens 23, Washington 21. Give me the Philadelphia Chickens.
All right. Previously on the Pain the Game Pick'ems, the Cowboys will win. However, whoever wins this game will have to play the waiting game because, continuing from the last one, they have to play the waiting game because the Sunday night game is the Washington No Names against those Philadelphia Chickens. And how ironic, how the irony of it all. The one team that the Cowboys put a whooping on last week is the same damn team that we have to cheer for this week.
Oh, man. Now you know how we felt in 2018 when we had to cheer for the Browns.
Yep. That didn't end well.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're an Ohio State fan cheering for Michigan. I mean, it's what's the word I'm looking for?
It's so hard to do, man. It's just rough. It's brutal.
Sacrilege.
Oh, it definitely is sacrilege. I agree.
It's sacrilegious. But this is it. I mean, like as we said, the no names win. It doesn't matter because they'll take the division. We need those Philadelphia chickens to win, and then the Cowboys win early in the day. I don't know if the Cowboys will probably be in their hotel rooms in New York. I don't know where they're going to be watching the game, but I am the last time I really cheered so hard for the Eagles was when they played against the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Ah. Ah.
So for that reason, it's going to be a close game, but I'm pulling the trigger. I'm going to take a walk on the wild side. I'm joining the dark side of the force just for one game. Upset special. Chickens 30, no names 27, and the
Wow.
take the
Holy,
NFC least.
holy shit, dude.
Wow.
Wow, I know that must have been
Yes.
hard for you to say, man. Holy
That's it. Yeah, that's hard to do.
LC, highlight that. Fly, chickens, fly.
Why chickens fly?
No, highlight that comment.
Yeah.
Oh, let me highlight
Put
that.
that up.
comment.
Put that up. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there we go.
Fly
So-
chickens, fly.
Fun thing is, before we go into the hate
On the
week
road
announcement,
to KFC. Okay.
before we get into that, I'm actually going to tell you guys my playoff predictions as of right now, week 17, before the thing goes. So, my playoffs for the seeding position goes Kansas City and AFC. I have Kansas City as the 1 seed, obviously at 14-2. I have the Steelers as the 2nd seed at 13-3. Buffalo as a 3 seed, 12-4. Tennessee as the 4 seed, 11-5. 5th seed, Miami Dolphins, 11-5. Baltimore
Right.
Ravens is the 6th seed at 11-5. And the Colts are the last team to get in, 11-5 as the 7th seed.
God, I hope you're right.
The
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers are my number 1 seed in the NFC at 13-3. 2nd seed is the New Orleans Saints at 12-4. 3rd seed is the Seattle Seahawks at 12-4. 4th seed is the New York Giants at 6-10. The worst team to ever get in the playoffs. The 5th seed, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 11-5. 6th seed, Los Angeles Rams at 10-6. And the 7th seed is the Chicago Bears. Mitch Kiss and Titty Sherbinsky gets in.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm actually going to go ahead and do the standings and the clinchings, and then I got to go to bed. So you're going to have
No
to do
problem,
a
man.
8-week analysis after it.
I'm going to have to go right now because I got work tomorrow.
No
Yeah.
problem.
But I just want to wish all you guys, my friends, my brothers, my cohorts, Happy New Year.
Thank
Yep.
you, man. Happy New
New
Year.
Year.
Same to you, my good man.
Be careful, my man. Hook 'em horns. And how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. We love you.
Yeah.
See you next
Hey,
year.
yeah. Hey, we'll see you next year.
Hey, we got to do some videos for playoff games.
Oh, hell yeah. Painted Game Pick'ems is coming for playoffs. Do not worry, guys. We have
Yep.
Painted Game Pick'ems for all rounds of the playoffs. Do not worry.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Playoffs?
Okay?
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Happy New Year, everybody. I love you.
See you next year, Tim.
See ya.
See you next year,
Yeah.
Tim. Take it easy, dude.
Yeah.
And just-
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, boom.
yeah, boom.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out, Tiny Tim.
All righty. So let's do the standings
All
of
right,
my
thank you.
tournament heading into
As
week
the-
17.
Yeah.
So here are your standings going into week 17 of the tournament. There are still a lot of stuff to clinch
Okay.
in my tournament coming into this week.
There you go.
But
There we
let's do this real quickly. In the Jim Brown division, we got Dallas at 130 and 110, 568 points. Then we got Rusty Lake at 136 and 104 at 1,060 points. We got TVG Tank at 149 and 91 for 774 points. And we got Will McCurden at 150 and 90 for 779 points. And then everyone else is still mathematically alive. We got Sam at 155 and 85 for 1,199 points. None other than Tiny Tim at 155 and 85 for 1,309 points. Then we got Crazy Dog at 158 and 82 for 1,395 points. Then we got Matthew Bollinger at 159 and 81 for 1,011 points. We got Nick Featherston at 159 and 81 for 1,356 points. And then we got Steel Dictate at 160 and 80 for 1,354 points. And then the top two in this division as of right now, we got Devin Lauder, who has clinched a playoff spot at 160 and 80 for 1,721 points. And then none other than Brandon Rogers has leapfrogged back to first overall in the league, and he wrapped up the division this past week at 167 and 73 for 1,393 points. So, Brandon Rogers, you have clinched your division, and for the time being, you are the number one overall seed. Now, moving on to the Joe Montana division, we got Eric Kapork at 122 and 118 for 491 points. We got Brandon Jarrett at 124 and 116 for 378 points. We got Dashy at 136 and 104 for 1,308 points. Lisa Swope at 143 and 97 for 412 points. John Freimerman at 143 and 97 for 914 points. And then everyone else still mathematically in it. We got Perry James at 154 and 86 for 728 points. We got A. Pizzle, Alexander the Great, at 156 and 84 for 964 points. Then we got Kevin Rios at 157 and 83 for 1,145 points. Then we got Anthony at 159 and 81 for 958 points. We got Dolly Sears at 160 and 80 for 1,296 points. And then we got Lady Steele at 163 and 77 for 1,149 points. And then Brian King has clinched a playoff spot at 165 and 75 for 935 points. And then in the Peyton Manning division, we got Lady Tigress dead even at 120 and 120 for 205 points. Yeah, just a little note here, guys. Just a little note here for people in my tournament, okay? If you miss more than – if your first week missed in my Pick'em tournament, I automatically pick for you. Your second week missed in the tournament, you have the opposite record as someone – as the person that you're ahead of in the standings. Your third missed week, you automatically have a winless week. And then your fourth missed week, not only do you have another winless week, but I could possibly expel you from the tournament. So, yeah, moral of the story, don't miss a week unless it's excused.
Yep.
That's what's happened. That's what happened to Lady Tiger. She has had 5 winless weeks in a row now because she's not been participating.
That's not
And
good.
I honestly don't know if I'm going to bring her back next year. But yeah, she is 120 and 120 for 205 points. She's way out of it right now. Everyone else, though, still mathematically in it. We got Matthew Pressman at 152 and 88 for 981 points. Then we got Steele Jackson, same record at 152 and 88, just ahead of him in the points at 1,389 points. Then we got Brett Kapork at 153 and 87 for 1,119 points. Then we got the defending champ, Steel Logic, at 156 and 84 for 835 points. Then we got Joey at 156 and 84 for 1,530 points. Then we got Bryce. Then these final guys right here, it's just amazing how close it is. We got Bryce Davis at 159 and 81 for 1,210 points. Julian Chambers at 160 and 80 for 913 points. Marcus Florina at 160 and 80 for 1,547 points. And then James Perry at 161 and 79 for 2,614 points. Then we got the co-defending champ, Nick Hankey, at 162 and 78 for 894 points. And then in first place and clinching a playoff spot this past week, we got Robert Albright at 163 and 77 for 857 points. So moving on down to the defense conference. In the Mike Singletary division, we got Anthony Parnell at 138 and 102 for 1,220 points. We got Johnster, who was unfortunately eliminated this past week at 147 and 93 for 1,889 points, or 1,089 points. Excuse me. Everyone else still mathematically in it. We got Dylan Jr. at 149 and 91, barely mathematically alive, but he still is alive at 149 and 91 for 1,337 points. We got Space Cowboy 17 at 151 and 89 for 2,176 points. Then we got Yins Nation Sport at 154 and 86 for 974 points. We got Stephen A. Rose at 154 and 86 for 1,370 points. Tom Zimmerman at 155 and 85 for 799 points. Then we got Bills Mafia at 156 and 84 for 1,054 points. We got Steel Twin Dan at 157 and 83 for 1,102 points. Then we got Josh from Sports Fury, 157 and 83 for 1,129 points, just ahead of him. Then we got Dominic at 157 and 83 for 1,457 points. And then clinching the Mike Singletary division over the week was Joe at 161 and 79 for 1,924 points. In the Mean Joe Green division, we got AJ at 137 and 103, 480 points. We got Mike Coyne at 140 and 100 for 1,067 points. And then Eric of Steel, sorry, dude, you are mathematically eliminated at 148 and 92 for 1,215 points. Everyone else still mathematically in it. We got Matt Oliver at 152 and 88 for 734 points. Joe Hill at 153 and 87 for 863 points. We got PK at 156 and 84, 1,206 points. Then we got none other than LC over here.
Yeah.
156 and 84 for 1,609 points. Then we got Nick Fargo at 159 and 81 for 843 points. Patch Nation at 159 and 81 for 860 points. Then we got Tiger Raven at 159 and 81 for 983 points. Steel Twin Rob just ahead of him, barely ahead of him at 159 and 81 for 994 points. And then Sean from Sports Fury has clinched the number one seed in the defense conference and the Mean Joe Green division over the week at 167 and 73 for 1,120 points. He has a chance at clinching number one overall next week along with Brandon. And then in the Lawrence Taylor division, we got Datsy at 137 and 103 for 691 points. Got Mr. Rada at 140 and 98 for 987 points. And then, unfortunately, NYG Man has been eliminated over the week at 147 and 93 for 978 points, as has Leedy, also eliminated as well at 147 and 93 for 1,119 points. And then everyone else is still mathematically in it. David J. Eggert barely still alive at 148 and 92 for 872 points. Then we got It's Legend at 151 and 89 for 864 points. Dylan Hickman at 152 and 88, 728 points. We got my cousin Gia at 153 and 87 for 1,100 points. Jonathan Morgan at 155 and 85, 937 points. Bryn Sarenko, 155 and 85, 1,543 points. And then your top two in this division, my cousin Lorraine, 157 and 83 for 1,015 points. And still in first place, barely ahead of her, yours truly.
That's you.
Yeah.
157 and 83, 1,333 points. And your playoff picture, if the playoffs were to begin this week, Here's how it would look in the offense conference. Brandon Rogers would be your number 1 seed. Brian King would be your number 2 seed. Robert would be your 3rd. In the home field, you would have Lady Steele at 4, Nick Hankey at 5, Devin at 6, and your 2 wild cards would be James at 7, Marcus at 8. And then down in the defense conference, Sports Fury Sean has already clinched the number 1 seed, so he is number 1 seed no matter what. Joe would be the 2nd seed, and I would be the 3rd seed. Home field, you would have Rob taking 4, Dominic at 5, Lorraine at 6, and then your 2 wild cards would be Tiger Raven 7, Pats Nation at 8. And now your clinching scenarios. We have a lot of them, so I'm going to get through it as fast as I can. Your Week 17 clinching scenario is still a lot on the line. In the Jim Brown division, Brandon, you still have a chance at clinching number 1 in the conference. You need a winning week or a better week than Brian King, and you can clinch the number 1 seed overall with a winning week, and you also need to have a better week than Sean from Sports Fury. Still Dictate. He can clinch a playoff berth this week. He needs a winning week, and he also needs better weeks than the following people: Nick Featherston, Matthew Bollinger, Crazy Dog, Dolly Sears, Anthony, James Perry, Marcus, and Julian Chambers. It's a tall order, but it can happen. Nick Featherston, you can clinch one as well. You need a winning week and better week than the following: Logic, Bollinger, Crazy Dog, Dolly Sears, Anthony, James Perry, Marcus, and Julian. And then Matthew Bollinger's still alive. He needs a winning week and better weeks than Steel Logic, Nick Featherston, Matthew Bollinger, Crazy Dog, Dolly Sears, Anthony, James Perry, Marcus, and Julian Chambers. So those are your clinching scenarios for Jim Brown. In the Joe Montana division, Brian King can wrap up the number 2 seed in the conference. He can do that with a winning week or a better week than Robert Albright. And Brian King can still clinch the number 1 seed in the conference. He can do that with a winning week, and he also needs a better week than Brandon Rogers by at least 2 games. Other than that, he can still wrap up the division with a winning week. Lady Steele, she can clinch a playoff berth this week. She needs a winning week or a better week than Dolly Sears. And speaking of Dolly, she can still clinch a playoff berth. She needs a winning week and better weeks than Anthony, James Perry, Marcus, and Bryce. Anthony can clinch a playoff berth this week. He needs a winning week and better weeks than Dolly, James, Marcus, Julian, and Bryce. And then down in the Peyton Manning division, Robert Albright has a chance at wrapping up the division. He needs a winning week and a better week than Nick Hankey. And speaking of him, he can wrap up a playoff berth. He needs a winning week or a better week than James Perry. And he still has a chance at clinching the division. He needs a winning week and a better week than Robert Albright by at least 2 games. James Perry can clinch a playoff berth this week. He needs a winning week or better weeks than either Dolly Sears or Marcus. And then speaking of Marcus, he can clinch a playoff berth. He needs a winning week and better weeks than the following people: Nick Hankey, James Perry, Julian, Bryce, Dolly, and Anthony. Julian can wrap up a playoff berth this week with a winning week and a better week than Nick, James, Marcus, Bryce, Dolly, and Anthony. And then Bryce is still mathematically able to clinch one. He can do that with a winning week and better weeks than Nick, James, Marcus, Julian, Dolly, and Anthony. Down in the defense conference, Joe can wrap up in the Mike Singletary division. Joe can wrap up the number 2 seed with a winning week, short and simple. Josh from Sports Fury can wrap up a playoff berth with a winning week or better weeks than either Steel Twin Dan, Dominic, or Bill's Mafia. Steel Twin Dan, speaking of him, he can clinch a playoff berth this week, and he needs better weeks than Dominic, Bill's Mafia, Steel Twin Rob, Tiger Raven, and Nick Fargo. Dominic can wrap one up with a winning week and better weeks than Josh, Dan, Bill's Mafia, Rob, Tiger Raven, and Nick. Bill's Mafia, you can clinch one this week. You need a winning week and better weeks than Josh, Dan, Dominic, Rob, Tiger Raven, and Nick. Down in the Mean Joe Green division, Sean from Sports Fury, he can clinch the best record in the league. He needs a winning week and a better week than Brandon Rogers.
Wow.
Steel Twin Rob can clinch a playoff berth this week. He needs a winning week or a better week than Pats Nation. Tiger Raven can clinch a playoff berth this week with a winning week or better weeks than either Pats Nation, Steel Twin Rob, Nick, Dan, Dominic, and Bills Mafia. Just simple enough for them to have a winning week, though. And then Nick Fargo can clinch a playoff berth this week. He needs a winning week or better weeks than Pats Nation, Rob, Dominic, and Bills Mafia. LC, you are still mathematically alive to clinch a playoff berth. You can do that with a winning week and better weeks than the people that I listed above. So you have your work cut out for you. Same deal goes with Pats Nation. And then finally, in the Lawrence Taylor division, I can clinch the division title this week. I need a winning week. Well, yeah, I can clinch the division title with a winning week and a better week than Lorraine. Actually, no, I misread that. I'm sorry. I was reading a different one. I can clinch the Lawrence Taylor division. I need a winning week or a better week than Lorraine. And I can also wrap up the number 3 seed this week with a winning week. Nice. Lorraine, she can clinch a playoff berth with a winning week or better weeks than either Bryn or Jonathan. And Lorraine can still clinch the division title as well. She needs a winning week and a better week than me as well. Bryn can clinch a division title this week with a winning week and a better week than either me or Lorraine. And then finally, Jonathan can clinch the division title this week. He needs a winning week and a better week than me, Lorraine, and Bryn. So those are your clinching scenarios for week 17 in my tournament. As always, guys, thank you so much for having me on here. I got to go hit the hay and go to bed.
Same.
Let's go Steelers.
Yeah.
Let's go Browns. And I'm out. Peace. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. All right, Alex, you got to go through or?
I just hope that the Dolphins can do something. I hope we get out of this playoff drought. I am not counting 2016 because that was a fluke. Can't believe we got to the playoffs with Adam Gase.
Tannehill.
Yeah. Anyways, we got a new coach. We got a new culture. Miami's going to do good things for years to come. I really hope we go to the playoffs this year. If we don't win, I'm rooting for the Steelers.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Bengals, and I'm rooting for the Jaguars. I hope they pull it off. I want them to. I want to go to the playoffs so badly.
I agree, man.
So
I want to go to the playoffs too, man.
So there we go. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Alex. Take care, man. Have a great night.
See you all next week.
See you next week for
game pick'ems for the wild card.
Yeah, wild card, baby. Woo!
All right.
All right, man. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and end it here, guys.
What's the end button, Lucas?
All right, now I'm gonna end it. Don't worry.
And we are. And go.